The Detroit Lions are finally getting some love, and this has been happening a little bit recently. A little Detroit versus everybody going away, maybe. But Aiden Hutchinson has been named the Rookie of the Month, or at least Defensive Rookie of the Month. And this is kind of good news. I was a little bit surprised by it because, and I think what it does is make you realize that rookies don't have the impact, I think, sometimes that we think that they have. He is doing well, and I have an article here that I thought all of us would want to see. And you can see right here, named Rookie of the Month for November. So it's offense and defense. And during that 4-game span in the month of November, he has 13 tackles, 1 sack, 2 interceptions. We've seen those, and the fumble recovery. So he has 3 turnovers. He's made some game-changing plays as well. You know, the Aaron Rodgers interception, the Fields thing, the fumble recovery. Like this was helpful. So we have this guy who has won the Rookie of the Month. Now, it's one thing to win Rookie of the Week. Like anybody can have a flash in the pan and win Rookie of the Week. Kirby Joseph had it, right? And which is great, and deserving. But a lot of people can flash on that. It's another thing to win Rookie of the Month entirely. And that is even separate from Defensive Rookie of the Month and Offensive Rookie of the Month. To win it overall, because offense is a lot of times much easier to integrate into in the NFL than it is playing defense, and especially at a physical position like Hutchinson is doing. He is, yes, he's older than some early draft picks. I think he's 22 already, but he also is going up against actual like men, against men. And he is just becoming one. And so it's kind of that tricky, weird double-edged sword. So I went to PFF just to look at the grades, because I was like, okay, so I'm seeing on the field so far that he's playing okay. And I think he's playing well. And I think for a rookie, he's doing everything that we could expect him to do. I think some of us wanted to see a better pass rush. And he's on pace probably to end the season with, like 8 sacks, 9 sacks, somewhere in that range right now. But PFF kind of shared exactly what I thought. His defensive grade is a 69.8, which ranks 40th out of 120 edge rushers, which means that if he's your second best edge rusher on your team, you're doing really well. However, if he is your best edge rusher, which he is on our team, it leaves something to be desired. His run defense grade was a 65. And his pass rush grade, and by the way, that 65 ranks 44th out of 109 eligible edge defenders. And his pass rush grade is a 57.6, which ranks 82nd. And I think when you get a guy number 2 overall, you're hoping that pass rush grade is almost immediately paying dividends. I think that he absolutely has the ability to get there. I think he struggled through a couple injuries. I think he's getting used to the speed of the game. And by the speed of the game, I mean it in 2 different ways. He goes hard all the time. Dude's winded all the time. The NFL is just a completely different animal. It's a totally different beast than the Big Ten in college football. So those reps are much more exhausting, and they just keep coming at you. They just keep coming at you. And the Lions right now don't have a ton of guys that can do what he does. So he has to play a large amount of snaps. And when you see Pascal get healthy, it is not a coincidence that in the games that Josh Pascal plays, Hutchinson has better games. It's just not. He's able to take a few more plays off. He's able to pin his ears back and rush the passer or do what he has to do, because Pascal can do a lot of similar things. So he takes a lot of pressure off of Hutch and what they're doing and them keying on him, because they have to take both guys into account. But these numbers also show that he is a rookie. Like, and I need to finish my thought before on when I see he gets tired. I'm talking from play to play. You see him winded and you see things like that, the speed of the game, but also There are plays where he looks like, oh, that's the number 2 pick. That is the number 2 pick in the NFL draft on pass rushes, whether it's a spin move, whether it's quick handwork against the tackle and not letting the tackle engage and get his hands into his shoulder pads and get a hold of them. And then there's other times where it just looks like he was just a half a step slow, or he was a half a step slow with his response. With the handwork and things like that, where it's just like, the speed of the game is messing with him a little bit. And even the best edge rushers in the game don't get a sack every game. So you're sitting there and you're seeing him play 50, 60, 70 snaps, and you're like, where's Hutch? He hasn't gotten a sack. Well, yeah, because they don't. Like, that's just the way it goes. But what you would like to see from Hutch is just a little bit more. What's the word that I want to use? You would like to see him messing with the play a little bit more. You like to see him in the backfield and you see it pop every once in a while and you're like, yeah, that's it. And I think this is two-pronged. One is he's a rookie and he's just getting there and you see the flashes of it. And quite frankly, you're seeing more flashes this month. And that's why he was warranted the rookie of the month. But also it's just about the talent that's around him as well. Like, if you have enough talent around him that allows him to get one-on-one, he's going to win those things, whether it's in run, whether it's in pass. He still has the ability to win those. You just got to get him there a little bit. He'll continue to get better. He's going up against Decker. He's going up against Sewell every day in practice. He's just getting used to the game. And we're starting to see this month, we're starting to see that blossom, and we're starting to see what Aiden Hutchinson is. He's not just a pin your ears back, go get the passer, I'm getting 15 to 20 sacks a year. He's not that guy. And maybe he becomes that guy. But what he is, he's the guy who's like, yeah, I'm going to give you 10 sacks, but I'm also going to get you some weird picks. I'm going to get you some tackle for losses. I'm going to bust up plays. And one thing, like the stats that nobody cares about, and it's not even a stat, it should be a tackle assist. The amount of times he's holding the edge and he makes the running back go backwards to get around the corner, and that allows time for our linebackers or our corners to come up and make a play in the backfield or for no gain, is staggering. Watch this guy. He's blowing up plays like crazy. Doesn't mean he's making the play. So I was actually kind of surprised when I saw that run grade for him, if I can be completely honest. I was honestly kind of surprised by that. But obviously, as you would expect, his run grade and his overall defensive grade from PFF has gone up over the last month, which is a duh. So, hey, here's basically what I'm saying. He was picked number 2. So winning rookie of the month is something where it's just like, yeah, he was picked number 2. He should be in on those awards, but it doesn't mean he's going to be. It doesn't mean that he's going to be. In fact, the Lions, it just hasn't happened much. Amon-Ra St. Brown was rookie of the month last year. And before that, the only other defensive players to win rookie of the month were Ndamukong Suh in 2010, and in 2009, Louis Delmas. So just think about that. It's not an easy thing to win. It's not an easy thing to win, and it's not the kind of talent we're used to seeing. So tip your cap to Brad Holmes. It was a good draft pick. And let's just watch Hutchinson continue to grow. And until then, let's just enjoy how hard and with how much passion he plays the game. Hit that subscribe button below if you haven't already. Awesome doing this. Love talking sports with all you guys. Hit us with your comments. Let us know what you think about Hutchinson and what we need to help him out on the defensive end, and how excited you are for his ceiling in the future. See you in the next one.